What's going on, Brother Shaolin Fantastic? On my way to work. Y'all know how I do this time of year. It's dark 30 in the morning to dark 30 at night. And to celebrate that, I'm going to do my damn video in the dark, goddammit. Today is my hate video for the Jacksonville Jaguars. And specifically, who I'll be addressing in this video is jaginoff. And I saw his video yesterday about the Titan game, and it pretty much was about what I expected. You know, like I said, he said that he wasn't expected to make the playoffs. They're pretty much out of it, which is true. And one thing that he hates, one team that he hates the most is the Titans, because of, you know, the daunting shit that we have put on the excuse me, let me check something real quick. Yeah. The things that we have done to the Jaguars over the years. And I know what he's addressing. He's addressing that year when we went to the Super Bowl, when we beat them 3 times and the only 3 losses was to us. Last year, when we beat them twice, they just can't seem to beat us. Not when it matters. But, you know, the Jaguars have got a few licks off on us now, because I remember in the 2016 season, we were playoff bound. All we had to do was beat the lowly 2-12 Jaguars, you know, something like that. And that's all we had to do. And man, we walked into that game, and I mean, we got our ass whooped from the. I mean, Blake Bortles looked like Joe Montana out there, and you know, Marcus Mariota got hurt. You know, one of those famous injuries of my main man Mariota. So you know, the Titans and Jags, we got some real bitter history, you know. And you know, I remember that Super Bowl year. I remember that year. We won every game. We even pulled Neil O'Donnell out the shelf because Steve McNair was hurt, and beat him in a game. And a game was in which they were winning. You know, so it's like one of these love-hate relationships, you know. And then like it's not even a love-hate, it's just a hate-hate. You know, it's like hate. You know, the Jags really hate us, you know. And I remember those were some actual good teams. Mark Brunell and Fred Taylor, what was it, Keenan McCardell and Jimmy Smith, I believe. Those were the receivers on that team. So I remember that team being pretty good. But you know, and I think in a video he said that he would not like nothing better than to take you know, us down with him. And I understand that sentiment. You know, I do understand it, because they've done it before. They've done this before. You know, when it's time to take somebody down in the mud, they ready to do that. But like when like last year when they were in the playoff hunt, we beat them twice, and they had already got in the playoffs. They already won the division. So, but the coach jumped up. See, this is why I don't want to hear it. See, after the game was over, they said, "Oh, that game didn't matter. Y'all only won 10-15." Well, but before the game, the coach jumped up and said, "We're playing full speed, playing all our starters. Want to be fresh going into the playoffs," which was a good strategy, actually. I mean, we beat them, but it was a good strategy, actually. They went to the AFC Championship game. So, but I don't want to hear this shit about that game and mean anything or nothing like that. When the coach jumped up and said loud and clear that he was playing all of his starters, and you know, that was it, and that's that. You know, and I don't want to hear it. I just simply don't want to hear it. So, but now there's that. Now there's another thing that Mr. Jaginoff dared say in that video, where he started talking about Marcus Mariota and Blake Bortles is the same quarterback. Now see, I really wasn't going to address that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I really wasn't going to address that. I was just going to leave that to the side. But are you kidding me? I'll just address that by saying this. Where's Blake Bortles at right now? Getting benched by Cody Kessler. So that ends that argument right there. We ain't going to even go into stats. We're not going to even go into comeback games. We're not going to even do any of that stuff. All right? We're not going to even go into, you know, the reason Blake Bortles had any success is because of that defense. The little success he did have is because of that defense. So we're not going to go into any of that shit. You know, we're just gonna leave it like this. Blake Bortles got benched for Cody Kessler. And this ain't the first time that Blake Bortles got benched. So I understand you got to roll with the quarterback you got and talk shit about the quarterback you got, but come on, man. You sounded sensible up until the end. I was willing to accept the part about, hey, let's drag us down there. Because that's what teams ain't going to make the playoff do. They'd say, okay, well, this team, if we beat them, we dragging them down with us. You know what I'm saying? And I can understand that. I could certainly understand that. But, when you start talking that old crazy shit, now I had to call you very unreasonable. And you just, I just don't get that. I didn't get that comment. But other than that, I don't see any reason that we won't be spanking that ass. If we score first in this game, if we get a 10-point lead in this game, it's over. It is over. The Jags ain't coming back from that. If we get a 7-point lead in this game, and the Jags have to play from behind, and we can effectively run the ball, which I freely admit we haven't had a few problems with, but if we can effectively run the ball and get a 10-point, then the defense clamps down, which that shouldn't be that hard. Fournette is the only person I'm worried about on that team, on that offense. But if we could do that, then this game shouldn't be that hard to win. But with Mike Vrabel, you never know what kind of tricks he'll pull up his sleeve and cost us to lose the game. So I don't know. This team is funny style like that. We'll beat the big boys, but the bullshit teams, we just can't seem to beat them. And this may be one of those games. We've been known to do this, and after a decent win, comeback win against the Jets, with another team that had nothing to lose, and they were just out there, just doing their thing, saying fuck it. So that's what we're gonna be running into on the way. If we get into the playoffs, that's what we're gonna run into on the way to the end of the season. Teams that just don't give a fuck, those are the most dangerous teams. And to get a statement win over us and drag us down in the mud with them. That's what I think the Jets were looking to do last week, and that's what I think every team going to be looking to do. You're going to see all kind of penalties and probably dirty plays in this game. I expect it to be a bit close because it is a division rival. But if we can get a good lead, 7 to 10 points, I don't see them coming back from that unless the defense does some super trickery or something that happened in special teams. And I don't know if Jacksonville special teams is worth anything. So, but that's the way I view the game. I think we should win this game. This is not the toughest game that we had left on our schedule. I think that would go to the Giants and the Colts. But I think the Giants is the only game that's away, and the rest of the games are at home. So, that's another advantage we have. We are at home, so but we have been known to put up stinkers at the house. So let's tighten up. Let's get this win. All right, jaginoff. That's my video to you and any other Jags fan. Tekken. I pay attention to all y'all. All right, guys, take it easy.